Favorite beer. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
If you're looking for a pre-owned tractor to upgrade your operation, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. During the month of January, choose from an 8-month interest waiver or a 3.9% fixed rate for up to 60 months on used 6, 7, 8, or 9 series tractors with approved credit. Visit landmarkimp.com to see our complete inventory or stop by your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com. and become a part of history.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about
Atomic Diesel?
That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with
Atomic Diesel.
Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how
Atomic Diesel
and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Is your furnace operating like you think it should? Find out with a service check now from the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough system check to make sure you're good to go this winter. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchanger checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Old School with DP and J.
DPGM. What are you going to do to Caleb Williams? What are you going to do? You going to draft him?
No.
You're not going to draft him?
No, I don't. Here's my thing. I don't want anybody going. I'm not going to bring poison into my program because that's what it would be. He's letting you know he's poison. He's venom. Why would I put poison in my own soup?
Maybe you think you're a mongoose. You can't.
No. I have zero.
You're a mongoose. You can take the cobra venom.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. It's still a little brisk outside. We got Jake manning the controls for a few minutes.
Temporarily.
Mr. Rico shows up. Oh, speak of the devil, there he is. Man, Jake, I am completely a little off kilter today.
You are?
Yes.
Why so, Raff?
So I wake up every morning, and I always go to my Facebook, and on my search, I have birthdays today.
Uh-huh.
And I tap on there and I see all the birthdays for today and I go through and wish everyone happy birthday.
Okay.
I got up this morning, tapped birthdays today.
Nobody?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like they changed the search or whatever.
Oh, no.
So now I guess I just wait patiently until Facebook says who has birthdays.
It doesn't notify you who has a birthday at all right now?
Well, usually if they notify us at some point during the day, which I hope they still do, but I was just frazzled today because usually that's my first thing I do in the morning is pull up birthdays today. And so if you're having your birthday today and you haven't got my birthday wish yet, I apologize.
That's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss there temporarily.
People live for a birthday wish from me.
Is that right?
Rico, do you like on your birthday? Are you like,
you were the first one?
Yeah.
And you know what? My wife said the same thing. She said Raff was the first one to wish her a happy birthday.
First thing I do. That's like it makes you feel good. You wake up and you're like, somebody's having a birthday today. They're having a great day.
You wake up and you just see Raff saying happy birthday with a bunch of emojis.
Yeah, I wake up happy because I see he's having birthday. And then today, no birthdays on Facebook, and now I'm just kind of off kilter.
I think you'll survive. I'm gonna let Rico take over here.
Okay.
So, all right.
But Raff,
get to work.
Thank you. Hey, once again, congrats on your victory in the game show. It was rough up Raff today, Rico.
I heard.
And Raff got party movies.
Upset that you didn't get accepted. Also, it's the Southampton Institute of Technology.
SHIT though. So
great.
It's Harmon
great
though.
movie.
It's Harmon, isn't it? Yeah.
Harmon.
I knew the initials. I was like, can I just give the initials and get it right? But I knew that would not abide by the rules of the game. I was hoping that it was going to be like 1992 NFL football, but instead they said it was Freaky Friday. So
Film Friday. They do it every Friday.
Oh.
How do you not know this? Do you not listen to Early Break?
I do. I listen to Early Break every day.
You're not a breaker?
I text in. Like Jerry Glanville.
Yeah.
They were talking about him taking over defense coordinator of Northwest Oklahoma or somewhere. And he's 82, but he always left tickets for Elvis before every game.
Yeah.
So I texted in this morning. I'm like, is he leaving tickets for Elvis? I mean, I need to know this.
It's very important. It's necessary.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm late today because the snow last night. So the squall, whatever. People are going to take it as an excuse. This is a reason. It's also an excuse. So where we live, it's the T intersection.
Oh yeah.
We live right at the top of the T. So when you drive straight, instead of going left, right, if you keep going straight, you'd go right into our driveway. So what happened apparently last night is that the people who plowed our neighborhood just piled all the snow right in front of our driveway.
Right in front of the T.
So we wake up this morning, we're getting ready, and Rachel goes, "Oh, have we looked outside? Do we need to shovel the driveway? Because last night, we had to, kind of power our cars through because there was a big old thing, but it was fluffy snow. So we're like, we'll be fine."
Yeah.
We look outside and there's just this massive, line pile of snow at the end of our driveway. And I was like, okay, I'll go out and shovel it. Right. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just go, scoop it out, whatever. It's all in chunks. It was frozen together. So I had to smash it with my shovel and then pick up the heavy chunks and throw them off to the side. So that's why I'm so late today. Also, the kids were just being kids. So
that's where you got to put a shovel in their hands and be like, get to scooping.
They would do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that was crazy yesterday. I think that was my first ever snow squall. I think there was a summer squall. I think.
What is the definition of a squall? What is
wind and blowing and I think they could just said really windy and snowy.
Hey, it's really windy. It's whiteout conditions. There was like pileups in central Nebraska.
Was it Lindsay, Nebraska, up by Humphrey?
Well, there was that on the
25 car pilot
Highway 30. I think they said was like west of Grand Island, east of Grand Island, somewhere on Highway 30 near Grand Island. There was like a 20 car pileup or something like that. Like it was bad. The squall came real quick. It went away, actually. Well, I don't know if it went away quickly. We were inside and we were looking outside and it wasn't as windy where we were, but it seemed like it came quickly and went quickly. But for that small amount of time, or for whatever amount of time that it was here, it was hard to see.
Yeah.
I was driving home and I was like, I might as well just pick up the kids now. So I did. We were good.
I'm just happy that my car starts again. I was a little worried this morning. Saw like -4. I'm like, uh-oh. Usually my car has this rule. If it's in the negatives, it don't start.
It says, nah, hard pass.
And I pushed the little button and it was like, and I was like, thank you so much, because this past weekend and it was not starting.
Wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, it did not want to start.
So Drew says the National Weather Service said it was the first snow squall they ever issued, at least in our area.
Was there a summer? I feel like I'd heard the name squall before. Was there a squall can you have a squall in the summer? Because I felt like we had a squall. Like it didn't catch me off guard. It just was, being that it was a snow squall, that threw me off. But I thought we had a summer one once.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I didn't even know what a squall was. So
I didn't either.
Well, there you go, everybody. You learn something new every day.
Yep.
Neil Ticket says just call it a blizzard.
Blizzard, yeah.
It was interesting. It was an interesting time. We just, more snow on top of snow.
Oh, that driving back from Kearney.
I'm wondering where they're going to put all the snow now. It started to kind of melt.
Yeah.
What? Wednesday? A little bit?
Yeah.
Early Thursday?
Little bit. You can
and
see
then
the
it was
roads
just
again.
like, hey, nah, fam. Let's give you some more.
February, it's going to be in the 40s. Summer's back.
We're back. Well, it's supposed to be 30s next week. Just in time for everybody to get on the road and head to Omaha and check out the Supernovas on Wednesday. Or you can listen to DP and Renee Saunders calling the game here on 93.7 The Ticket.
The Atlanta vibe.
Also on the Rural Radio Network. Also, if you follow the Omaha Supernovas on all the social medias, or if you follow us on social medias, and if you don't, how dare you? How dare you? You should. At 93.7 The Ticket.
Do you think Joe,
also on Facebook?
Does Joe Burrow show up?
No.
Joe.
Jason Derulo should. Maybe.
Jimmy will be there.
Maybe.
Jimmy will have to be there.
Jimmy should be there.
It's the inaugural game. Jimmy will be there.
You would think that a lot of them would be there.
I want to see Joe fly in for the night. Just fly in, check it out, and leave.
Probably. I'm just thinking Jason Derulo, he's like a part owner.
Yeah.
Of the Supernovas, so he should be.
He should be there. Yeah.
But also, as I was saying, you can listen to it here on 93.7 The Ticket on our app, the 93.7 The Ticket app. You can listen to it on any of the Rural Radio Network radio stations, such as KRVN. And also, as of yesterday, you can listen to it in Omaha on 95.7 The Boss. The Boss. Or 1690 AM?
1690 AM.
1690 AM.
I read that.
Yeah, 95.7 FM, The Boss, or 1690 AM. In Omaha. So you can listen to us in Lincoln, all across Nebraska, and in Omaha now. Look at that. For Omaha Supernovas, the Omaha Supernovas Radio Network.
That's awesome.
It's going to be a great time.
That's going to be so cool. Just to have professional volleyball.
Yes. And also, there's so many alsos. I keep remembering things. Austin and myself will be down in Omaha for On the Block 2 to 4. I still have to check with Strick because I'm not sure if he's coming up here for alumni stuff or if he'll be able to make it out to CHI. But we'll be broadcasting live from one of the Supernovas practices. Obviously, we're not going to show the practice, but we'll be there and we'll do the show there.
Yeah, I would assume Strick probably be in Lincoln, I would guess.
That's my guess.
I think they do the tour of the facilities and all that good stuff.
That's
but you never know. Strick's a man of many talents, so you never know.
He does a lot of things.
Do both.
He's an interesting man. For that, I can say.
Have they said anything about attendance wise, where they're sitting, how close they are at sellout in sight?
They are. I don't know about a sellout, but they have sold a ton of tickets. Awesome. I'm not sure if I can say the number. They told us the number. I don't remember if we can say it, but they've sold a lot of.
So there's a lot.
They've sold a lot of tickets.
So if I said a number, I said higher or lower?
I would look at you and I would let you know. I'd be like, so you would know.
Nice. Well, that's cool. That's going to be awesome.
But get your tickets now.
The 24th.
Supernovas.com.
Get there ASAP. All right, we'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
Bagels and Joe is celebrating 31 years of business this year. With 4 Lincoln locations and 1 in Seward, there's more options for your favorite breakfast spot in town. And don't forget the Joe card for unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. Bagels and Joe, celebrating 31 years of serving Lincoln and the surrounding areas.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
If you're looking for a pre-owned tractor to upgrade your operation, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. During the month of January, choose from an 8-month interest waiver or a 3.9% fixed rate for up to 60 months on used 6, 7, 8, or 9 series tractors with approved credit. Visit landmarkimp.com to see our complete inventory or stop by your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is your furnace operating like you think it should? Find out with a service check now from the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough system check to make sure you're good to go this winter. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchanger checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
He can maybe run. So like speed option, those things. All you want to do.
Speed. I can't see much.
It's also. Oh, it's,
Uh-oh.
Look what you did. Look what you did. Look at Bill. Come on now.
Calm down.
I don't say anything about semicolons or should there be a parentheses or
Too many commas over there.
Too many
Come
run-on sentences. Don't talk about that. It's not my wheelhouse.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. We've got a big weekend coming up. We've got a lot of sports on tap. I just noticed, too, that the Nebraska bowling team kicks off the Northeast Classic in an hour in Newcastle, Delaware.
They've been on fire, obviously, for years, but especially to start this year.
Get a national championship.
They've been rolling.
Ooh, that's good. I like that. So, yeah, you got.
Sometimes I'm funny.
So, you got the Northeast Classic. You can watch that on bowltv.com.
Bowltv.com?
Bowltv.com.
What channel is that?
It's a com.
Oh, okay.
So, bowltv.com. Then we also got, let me get to my notes here. We got Nebraska women's basketball. They play on Sunday against Penn State at Penn State.
Okay.
That's at noon. A noon tip.
They got to go to Happy Valley.
Happy Valley, noon tip, Penn State.
Which, from what I've heard, according to many a writer, is not a great place to get to.
Yeah, I think you got to fly in, then you got to drive. And
yeah, apparently it's not fun. Not fun to get.
Yeah, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
But it's a valley and it's happy, so it can't be that bad.
It's crazy. Their football stadium is as big as it is. They bring them in just like Nebraska. Boom.
Look, there's a couple stadiums where like I need to go. Like there's like bucket list games.
No,
a whiteout at Penn State.
Whiteout at Penn State.
That's one of them.
I've never been to Penn State before.
I'd wear white too. I wouldn't go there with like
shame to Christmas.
Well, I'm not going to go for a Nebraska game. I just want to go for because I don't know.
No, go for a Nebraska game and be the one guy in the crowd wearing red.
Yeah. See, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
It never looks like there's opposing fans when there's a whiteout because it's just there. It doesn't look like there's any spots of a different color.
Yeah.
Like they just cut out. Like if Ohio State goes there and they do a whiteout, they're just like, I know we're supposed to give you tickets, but we're not going to.
Yep. Been there, done that. Well, they put you way up in the corner.
Yeah, and they're just like, you're
so
not, don't ruin this.
You would never even.
Yeah, don't ruin this. That and then a night game at LSU.
Okay, I have been to LSU. I've never been to a game there before, but I have been there. But yeah, that's imposing.
A night game at LSU.
That's an imposing look. That'd be cool. Yeah. Maybe even a Clemson game just to see them run down the hill and touch the rock thing. Or
what other, and I want people, 402-464-5685, Honda Lean Hotline, Starter Him text line. What other like stadium traditions should I try to, I mean, I don't know when I'm ever going to do this, but what other stadium tradition, like game day tradition things at different stadiums are there that are like must see, like in person? Because I can't think of any other ones right now off the top of my head.
Yeah, those are probably the two that stick out to me. I'm sure there'll be one that someone texts and I'll be, oh yeah, one.
Definitely that one. Well, definitely, I mean, there's the Enter Sandman at Virginia Tech, but that's just the intro. But even then, still have to experience that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a good one. And then we also got 6:30 Saturday night. We got Nebraska versus Illinois Gymnastics.
Yes.
So we'll have Coach Brinken here at the 9 o'clock hour, talk a little bit about Nebraska Gymnastics. And then at 1:15 tomorrow, we have the Alumni Day, Northwestern at Nebraska.
Boo Booey.
Boo Booey, Danny Nee. I'm going with Danny Nee.
They should have Danny Nee on the sideline, just one game where we can help coach.
One
final thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be that just be a cool day. I wish I did not have to work tomorrow because this is a game that would appeal to me. That I'd like to go just for the.
You're sick.
I'm sick.
Oh, goodness gracious!
I'm sick.
I have a bad cough.
No, that'd be a cool game to go to, just for not just the meaningfulness of what it means to Nebraska basketball. I mean, this is one of those games that you could look back on and be like, this could be that game that gets Nebraska right again.
This would be the turning point.
Yeah.
Like you had the Purdue game, which was like probably like the peak of your season so far, at least. And you've kind of hit a little downward slope.
You're in that
spot. As
spot.
Austin said yesterday, relax. It's not the end of the world.
Who did he spell it out like Aaron Rodgers?
He did.
R-E-L-A-X.
He hit him with the Aaron Rodgers. He told everybody to chill out.
Did it have the same poignant impact?
I doubt it. Because even though you have great wins, you have those two pretty bad losses, but you're still probably an NCAA bubble team right now. You're not, because he put out a poll and people were like, NIT team. And he's like, that's not, like, you're still probably a bubble team right now.
But there's
you got to get right.
There's a bit of a slide going on.
Yeah, you got to get right. It's a 2-game losing streak. It happens.
Yep.
All right, it happens. So, it's the Big Ten. All right,
so
this
game is a big one. I mean, home game. You got all your alumni back,
and this is a good Northwestern team.
Yeah. So I just think Nebraska at home, they're different at home. They play different at home. You can see it. So hopefully that they can get that crowd in their corner. And another thing, I mean, I'm not against using, stuff like this.
Nope.
But say, like Juwan Gary, he's probably out.
Your Energizer, you're one of your Energizer bunnies.
But I'm not against walking him out with the team and getting that crowd boosted up. Just giving him, some sort of, even if he's walking without, crutches or anything,
any help or anything,
just anything to get that crowd boosted up, to take it to another level,
just to see him, at least looking healthy-ish, depending on what the injury.
But
was.
Hopefully,
he did send his emoji tweet.
Yeah, maybe if Coach Hoiberg speaks today, maybe they know. Like I said, we don't know what's going on, but maybe he's got more information, and that would be a heck of a boost just if he can come out and be like, yeah, Juwan's going to be out for 2-3 weeks. Even that would be a boost to right now.
That's a lot better than what everybody was thinking as soon as it happened.
Yeah, not just to the team, but to the to the fans out there. That there's a lot of fans are like, I mean, when Austin gives the RELAX, there's a lot of fans like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah,
I don't know how you spell that out. Here we go again.
It was one of those injuries where I immediately thought back to the Isaac Copeland injury, where Nebraska was kind of rolling and had a good season going, and then they lose Isaac Copeland to a torn ACL, I believe is what it was.
Yeah.
He's out for the rest of the season, and Nebraska just never got right after that. They're just struggling to get right. So hopefully this isn't an entire season injury, and he can come back sooner rather than later. He is going to be out at least for this Northwestern game. I'm sure that's a possibility. I'm sure that's a probability. I put that at like 99%.
Yeah.
That he's going to miss this game at least.
Yeah.
But that just means everybody else is going to have to step up.
Yep.
Does that mean, Eli Rice, Matar Jope? Somebody's going to have to step up. Ringmaster is going to have to play much better than he did at Rutgers. And Keisei Tominaga, some of the shots that he was taking at Rutgers are shots that you don't want to see on the road, but at home, it's fine because you're more comfortable. The depth perception, the dimensions of the hoop and behind the backboard to the crowd, everything, and you just feel a lot more comfortable. So a lot of those shots that he was taking on the road probably might go in at home because he's more comfortable. And then when his shots go in and he starts getting excited and he's running down and headbutting and jumping into the stanchion on the other side, that gets the crowd going. And like you said, this team plays so much better when they're able to feed off the crowd.
Home crowd.
They need to learn how to bring their own juice on the road. That's a big problem. But at home, they're pretty solid.
And you're going to have, I think they were saying, close to like 75 guys, alumni guys in the crowd. So you're going to have that. You can have that emotion, and I'm sure they're going to let somebody talked to the team or whatever. I would assume.
I say who talks to him pregame. What you they'll probably
I would assume like a Henry T. Buchanan will talk to him at practice.
Yeah,
they'll have someone, or they just get crazy and let Bruce Chubbuck talk to him.
Why not?
Just let Chubbuck talk.
Why
to
the
him.
heck not?
Yeah, Chubbuck come out of that speech, he'd probably blood coming down his nose from banging his head up against the locker or something like that.
Get it right.
Some of that Chubbuck intensity.
Hey, maybe it'd get him going. Maybe it would finally get him going.
Or just let Strick talk to him.
Look, Strick's motivational. Like we said, he's a man of many talents.
And the thing about it too is that it's not so much. In prior years, it was more like motivation, like somebody needs to talk to him and just really, light them up or whatever. But this year, I don't see that. This year, I see the potential they have. It's just a matter of just getting through a little bit of a rough stretch. So tomorrow is that game where they can pull themselves out of that stretch, and they can show that if they don't have Jamon, which we think he probably will not play, that they're able to play without him, and they can be successful without him. And then if for some way that we're able to get him back, then that just adds on. So
like I said, at the beginning of the season, they played without
I'm with
Juwan.
Austin.
Yeah,
we're fine.
Relax. They're gonna be fine. You played with Juwan at the beginning of the season because he was suspended, and then he was coming off the bench for the next couple of games when he did come back before he kind of forced himself into the starting lineup with his play. But you have experience playing without him.
Yeah,
you probably see Josiah Alex slide back into the starting lineup. That's how it was at the beginning of the season. But then after that, it's just who's going to come off the bench to replace who's going to get his minutes. Is it just are you just going to cut the rotation down a man? Or are you going to bring somebody else off the bench? Again, is Eli Rice, is Matar Jobe, trying to think of somebody else coming off of the bench. Henry Burke.
Kale Jacobson
going to get some run. He got some run earlier in the season. Maybe Ramel Lloyd Jr. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he gets in. Maybe Blaze Cade is healthy and he could finally come back. I don't know. But somebody is going to have to take those minutes, and somebody's going to have to provide that extra juice that Juwan Gary provided. And also,
and it's a heck of an opportunity for somebody that did not think they were going to have that opportunity.
Exactly. And his offensive rebounds were crucial for Nebraska. Either figure out a way to get that from somebody, again, not from one person, but maybe mix it into other people, or just get better defensive rebounding, because you cannot have what happened against Rutgers happen again. You can't give up 25 offensive rebounds. You're not going to win a single game if you do that. And you were lucky to take that game against Rutgers into overtime with how many offensive rebounds you gave.
Exactly.
It's just not. That's just not a recipe for success.
It'd be a fun game. Gosh,
I'm excited to see Boo Booey.
I think I'm starting to catch a little bit of cold. Oh man.
Oh darn it.
Oh, can you call into work for me?
Yeah, I'll do that for you. Hey, Raff's just not feeling good right now.
He's struggling.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to make it into work tomorrow. So we'll see what happens.
All right. We will send it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
If you're looking for a pre-owned tractor to upgrade your operation, you'll find a wide selection at your local Landmark Implement. We'll work with you to find the right equipment for your needs at a price that's right for you, all backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network. During the month of January, choose from an 8-month interest waiver or a 3.9% fixed rate for up to 60 months on used 6, 7, 8, or 9 series tractors with approved credit. Visit landmarkimp.com to see our complete inventory or stop by your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The The Outlet brings you luxurious Sutter-Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sutter-Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sarterheyman.com.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
Bagels & Joe is celebrating 31 years of business this year. With 4 Lincoln locations and 1 in Seward, there's more options for your favorite breakfast spot in town. And don't forget the Joe card for unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. Bagels & Joe, celebrating 31 years of serving Lincoln and the surrounding areas.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. Little brisk out. Traffic looks like it's moving all right outside the window here. Come on, son. Melt some of this snow and some of this yucky stuff.
The sun will come out
tomorrow
at some point.
It's kind of out.
I really need it out to melt this snow, please.
Enrico's driveway.
Please and thank you.
All right. We ready for some history?
I guess.
Said, are we ready for some history?
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready
for some history?
I said, are you ready? All right.
And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
All right, everybody. Today in 1972.
Ah, yes. My favorite year.
Sandy Koufax and Yogi Berra are inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Yogi Berra.
That's a great name.
It ain't over till it's over. He had so many good quotes. If you know any of Yogi Berra's quotes, feel free to text them in.
Go ahead.
On the text line. That's the only one that comes to my mind right now. But he has a lot of them, though.
Hey, boo-boo.
I don't know if he has that one. But I think Yogi Berra is named after Yogi Berra. Yogi
Bear is named after Yogi Berra.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait. Okay. Is the cartoon named after the person or the person named after the cartoon?
Cartoon.
Person named after the cartoon. Okay. Thank you.
No, cartoon person.
Raff?
Cartoon is named after the person.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. This day in 1974, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish beat the UCLA Bruins 71-70 in South Bend, Indiana.
Take that.
Why is this history?
I don't know why.
It snapped UCLA's 88-game winning streak.
Whew.
88 games. John Wooden.
Notre Dame was the team to snap his winning streak?
Well, they had a couple winning streaks. They had the 88-game winning streak, this one here, but then they also played Houston down in Houston at the Astrodome, and they broke a streak, or that might have been the title streak, maybe the 4 straight titles or whatever. But yeah, John Wooden was crazy. The greatest coach in the history. I'm going to throw it out there right now. John Wooden is the greatest coach in the history of college sports.
I don't think many people would argue with that.
11 national titles.
I don't think many people would argue with that.
Just insane.
Well,
some people.
Hold on. I got to check this one person out.
Yeah. It's John Wooden.
Hold on.
It's John Wooden, and then there's the rest. Even if you look at like Nick Saban.
No, it's not. It's not that.
You look at Nick Saban. You look at Coach Osborne. All of these coaches have used Nick Saban's teachings. I still remember to this day taking Coach Osborne's class, and one of the mandatory books to read for the class was John Wooden.
Okay, so this guy might give John Wooden a run for his money.
Who's that?
Russ Rose.
No.
I had to check how many titles he has and how many wins he has.
No.
Russ Rose,
no.
7-time national champion.
No.
Including
7,
8, 9, 3 in a row from 2000. Wait, 7, 8, 9.
The old Penn
7,
State
8, 9,
coach.
10. 4 in a row from 2007 to 2010, 2013, 24. 7-time national champion.
No.
Head coaching record of 1,330 and 229.
It was a good run, but
John, an 853 winning percentage.
Still going John Wooden.
Raff.
Still going John Wooden. That's just, I would think all Coach Cook needs is 2 more national championships. And you got to think that I'd put John Cook ahead of Russ Rose. I just win 2 more titles.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh yeah. They're going to win the national championship the next 3 years, which I got that. I heard the press conference.
That's what she said.
So when they win the next 3 years, that puts him at 8. So then is it John Wood and John Cook? Russ Rose?
Sure. It'd be John Cook, John Wooden, Russ Rose. Actually, John Cook, Russ Rose, John Wooden.
John Wooden's number 1.
I don't know. I'm gonna look up more John Wooden stats and compare them.
Feel
to
free to text in and tell Rico he's full of baloney.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
We'll check.
On
see.
This day in 2000, Michael Jordan, who led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships, joins the Washington Wizards as a part owner and president of basketball operations. Why this is interesting?
Because then he also played.
The next year, he relinquished ownership and became a player for the Washington.
You imagine how bad a team has to be for you to be an owner and then just go, you know what? I'll do it myself.
Well, I remember when he was the owner, he went down and he practiced. He was practicing with the guys.
Yeah, he was giving them buckets.
Yeah,
and he realized this team sucks. They need me.
He came out of retirement, played a year. Yeah. And which is crazy about that year.
He should have done that with Charlotte.
What's crazy about that year he played, he played in like all 82 games and played almost every minute of every game.
Didn't he average like? I'm not even going to pretend to remember.
It was like in the 20s.
Yeah, he averaged like 20 points.
It wasn't, the Michael Jordan from Chicago of yesteryear,
but still, that's 20 points.
Yeah. I know he had a 50-point game. The prior game, they shut him down, or he didn't play well. I think he had like 8 points or something like that. And he promptly came out the next game and scored like 50.
He was like, how dare you?
That's Michael Jordan. That's what he does.
You should never.
And then on this day in 2002, it's a game that sticks out as the beginning.
I swear, if this is Broncos related, I'm
sending
us to break.
This is where the cheating began.
Okay. What year?
2002.
Oh, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Where the cheating began.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
The tuck rule game.
Don't be that guy.
Tom Brady fumbles the ball.
He didn't fumble.
Raiders recover it.
He was throwing it.
And they call it the tuck rule.
He was throwing it.
He was throwing it.
Yeah.
No, he was not throwing it.
Yeah, he was. You just said he was. He was throwing it.
He was tucking the ball away.
Incomplete pass.
And that's where that is where it all began.
You want the Raiders to have a Super Bowl?
The Raiders weren't going to win the Super Bowl that year.
Well, either way, they would have been in the Super Bowl.
Oh, the Rams would have won the Super Bowl going away if they would have played the Raiders.
Well, too bad they didn't.
But then the Patriots cheated against the Rams too, and got that.
How'd they cheat?
They put video cameras up in the stadium.
False.
Yeah.
False.
Cheaters.
No proof.
Asterisks.
False.
Asterisks.
False.
Asterisks.
6 Super Bowls.
6 Super Bowls. So yeah, that was the old tuck rule game, 2002. I'm sure Tom Brady is celebrating today.
Incomplete.
You got to think then they lose that game. Drew Bledsoe wins the starting job the next year, or gets the starting job back.
Maybe.
So I mean that changed history for a lot of people.
Adam Vinatieri's glad they called it incomplete.
And then also for all you Broncos, Chiefs, Bucks, and 49ers fans, Steve DeBerg was born today.
There you go.
Steve DeBerg had the worst luck of any NFL quarterback ever.
Really?
Yes. 49ers. He's the quarterback. Joe Montana takes over for him.
Okay.
Denver Broncos. He's the quarterback.
Yep.
John Elway takes over for him.
Man, he's just a.
Okay. Buccaneers.
Yep.
He's the quarterback. Steve Young takes over for him.
Okay.
Chiefs. He's the quarterback. Well, they never had any good quarterbacks till Mahomes.
But still.
Yeah. He had to play for the Chiefs.
Hey,
all right.
That's almost Tyrod Taylor-esque.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor was the starter in Buffalo. Got hurt. Josh Allen.
Yep.
Then he was the starter in LA. Got hurt. Justin Herbert.
Boom.
Now I have to look back and see what else Tyrod Taylor, where else he was, and who took over for him.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to throw it to break right now. When we come back, we'll have special guest, head coach Heather Brink in the studio.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Bagels & Joe is celebrating 31 years of business this year. With 4 Lincoln locations and 1 in Seward, there's more options for your favorite breakfast spot in town. And don't forget the Joe card for unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. Bagels & Joe, celebrating 31 years of serving Lincoln and the surrounding areas.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I used to be a weight guy. I used to love weight.
You ain't never been a weight guy. That's a lie.
Let me tell you something.
You've never been a weight guy.
I was in a 300-pound club
No,
in
sir.
high school.
Yes.
No,
No, sir. Are you kidding me? That 315 pounds would have sent him through the. He'd have been 6 feet
Bob.
under trying to figure out how to get up out that hole.
That's how
you ain't never been nowhere near that platform to get up there for lifter of the year.
I don't want to be lifter of the year. I
So
want to be
how
the player of the year. Who wants to be a lifter of the year when you want to be the player of the year? Nobody care about weights.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. It is brisk outside, but I'll tell you one place that's going to be warm tomorrow, and that is going to be the Bob Devaney Sports Center at 6:30 p.m., where the Nebraska Cornhuskers gymnastics team face off against the Illinois Fighting Illini, the 22nd ranked team in the country. Coach H, how you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me out again. Looking forward to tomorrow. It'll be a good competition, first conference competition of the year. So excited to be back home and kind of be in our own, house and enjoy the crowd.
And this is for the first meet of the season at home. So
Yes. Yeah. Should be really good.
So I've been reading, the posts. Social media does a really good job. They're not following me yet on Twitter. I don't understand that.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just
don't do that.
But what do we got going on tomorrow at Bob Devaney Sports Center? If you attend the meet, I think posters, I believe, tomorrow.
Posters, and it's light up the night, so they'll get little glow sticks as they come in as well. So should be good competition. Like I said, Illinois is coming in. I think they're traveling in tonight. Close in rankings. Just looking for a good time. We really want a good crowd. Come out, support us. Obviously, I think it helps our athletes when they deliver some really solid routines. We've got some really good things to show people this weekend. So yeah, just really looking forward to having that home crowd there.
Awesome. So if you're somebody listening right now and you want to come out to the meet tomorrow night, how do you go about getting tickets?
You can go on to huskers.com/tickets. Single session tickets are on sale. I think season tickets are still on sale. So yeah, go on there. You can also show up at the door and purchase them there as well.
Awesome. And will Rico be able to get glow sticks also?
Oh, I don't know.
I've heard that.
How early you get there.
I've heard back in his Carney days, he was very magnificent with his glow
stick guy. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, Raff. Don't be that guy. I get the glow sticks for the kids. That's
yeah.
I don't use the glow sticks anymore. That's not my thing anymore. You guys have been on the road, obviously, for the beginning part of your season. What's been the most surprising thing you've witnessed? Well, I guess not surprising. You've expected a lot of this from your team. You've been coaching them, but what's been something that you've seen from your team so far on the road that maybe has taken you like a little step back and like, wow, like this is really happening?
Yeah, it's been really good to be able to be on the road. I think to start out, Iowa State first meet, we hit all of our routines. So that was a really big positive for us. It was something we really kind of set our sights on being able to do, and to do that on your first meet, I think is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the second meet in Utah, kind of expected to grow off of that. I think we had 6 career highs that weekend. I mean, we had some untimely falls, which I think we're looking to obviously correct and really be able to deliver hit routines again this weekend. I just want them to relax and have some fun and, let the pressure off of themselves. They've worked really hard. They're physically prepared. So now it's just time to relax and enjoy the moments.
Kinsey Davis has been on a bit of a heater lately.
Yeah.
You talk about that?
Yeah. Kinsey Davis was one of those career highs, had a 9975 bar routine. So we just actually did a breakdown of it yesterday, which was kind of fun for Huskers Instagram page. So she's worked really hard over preseason and in our off season to really kind of hone in. We made some compositional, like we changed her routine so she could really, focus on some of those small details. The closer you get to, that perfection, the harder it is to kind of close that gap. So making those changes, I think, were a really big positive for her. She's anchoring our bar lineup. She's worked very hard to get to that space. She's just beautiful to watch on bars. Probably one of the best bar swingers in the country. I think she's ranked in the top 10. I don't know the exact ranking right now on bars. So come out and be able to watch that and see one of the best bar routines in the country.
Wow.
That's awesome. So I was going to ask you, so like you come off the meet, you had a couple falls.
Yeah.
Going into that next week, like a practice and stuff like that, do you change up anything? Do you stay the same? Or is there anything the coach Heather Brink bag of tricks that you go to, maybe just to be like, hey, not a problem, bounce back next week? Is there anything that you...
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was as easy to just be like, oh, I'm just going to go back in my repertoire and, pull out these things. Every group of athletes kind of respond a little bit differently. I mean, we talk about it. I don't think anybody intends to go out and make those kinds of mistakes. Like, I really don't think that that's what they try to do. I think that's the unique thing about gymnastics is it's one individual going. It's not like you go, oh, that was a bad play, let me try this again, So we tried some different things with assignments, some in a row type things, just to put some pressure on being able to like replicate that. I don't necessarily believe that it's a physical component. I think it's more of being able to manage that pressure mentally. And so that's why I think we've really talked about this week, just kind of relaxing, just relax, do your thing. You're physically prepared to do that. and just enjoy it. Like, you have nothing to prove to any one in particular person. Like, you physically can do this. Just go out and have some fun.
That's awesome. And then they always talk about in football all the time, they go back, the film study that it's a critical component to football. Do you sit down with your team and watch the prior meets, or I wasn't sure if you do it individually or?
Yeah, we do it kind of both. So we sit down all as a group, usually the day after the competition, and kind of rewatch it. I think we talk a lot about in gymnastics, because we are kind of a team yet individual sport, like our bubble of people and how important that space is for the performance piece of our team. So we do watch it fully together as a team and kind of go over some of the small mistakes. And then we'll rewatch it with them individually on some of the events and kind of break it down a little bit further as well. So we can, just kind of nitpick. Like I said, the closer you get to that perfection, the more like you really have to kind of hone in and pick on it. And gymnastics is, sport of opinion. So you have one, she can go out and do a routine that's a 10-0 to one judge, and the next judge is like, that's a 9-9. So it just on any given week, you just want to try to do your best and control your controllables. And that's really what we try to focus in on in that space. So yeah, I mean, we'll do both the team and the individual breakdown of film.
Awesome.
In terms of Big Ten rankings, where are you guys sitting at right now, and is Michigan still the belle of the ball?
I'm not 100%
Okay.
sure. I feel like it's pretty early in our season, like we're just getting going.
Yeah.
So I think everybody kind of has that up and down a little bit early in the season. So I think as we kind of get into conference play, we'll start to narrow in on
Figure it
that.
all
I
out.
mean, it's going to come down to for us, just controlling
Control.
your controllables. And being able to deliver hit routines. I think our athletes are definitely top, of our conference. I also believe that our athletes have the ability to be, in the top 16 is our goal this year. In the nation. And so I just think we just got to relax and be able to trust the training that we have. So I think we're a pretty clean team. I think we've really kind of figured out routines that work for each individual. I think we got a lot more depth this year. I think you'll see some opportunity for some younger athletes to get in and have some opportunities. And I think we're just trying to figure out what that lineup looks like on each event and who's, just going to be able to deliver those routines every week.
Now, I did notice on social media, I'm not sure if you could talk about it, but I noticed on social media that a lot of your athletes were wearing yellow ribbons.
Yeah.
To try and help raise awareness to Lindenwood Gymnastics. And I understand, in sports, like, gymnastics, track, like we're all like, you're all looking out for each other and you want everybody to have success and have this. Is there anything you can speak on with the Lindenwood Gymnastics situation?
Yeah. Lindenwood made an unfortunate decision, at least in my personal opinion, in cutting a bunch of sports, one of those being Lindenwood Gymnastics. We have a couple alumni that coach there, so it has even more deeper meaning to me. I just think women sports opportunities are really special, and we just want to continue to fight to provide those opportunities for our youth. And the more programs that there are, the more opportunities there are for young women to be able to go and do something that they really enjoy, be able to get an education. I think gymnasts in general are really good people. They're, good at time management. They're type A personalities. They want those 4.0s, and they're just good members of society. So we want to continue to try to fight to provide those. Wearing the gold ribbon was just to kind of bring awareness to that. Lindenwood has since come out and kind of reiterated the fact that they're not going to have another conversation about saving it. So I think we just kind of continue to live out their legacy. It's pretty special. They've won their division national championship. So I just want them to know that their community and their people are behind them.
So you speak about the girls, student athletes and stuff like that. Just for the listeners, what is your team GPA by chance?
We actually set a goal every year. This year it was a 3.5 cumulative GPA, and we had our semester from last semester was a 3.58. So obviously there's some kids that are higher than that, some
Mhm.
kids that are a little bit lower than that.
It's a bunch of smarty
Um,
pants.
Yeah.
And you got your team's 20 deep this year.
22. Yeah. Yeah.
So this isn't like 12 girls and hey, we're
Nah.
Yeah. And they're not always an easy, you know what I mean? The easier
Oh, yeah.
majors either. I got quite a few that are in our science majors looking to go on. I've got one that's trying to get wants to go on to law school. So yeah, I mean, I think they just all stay pretty focused on what they want to do. The thing about gymnastics, there's no professional aspect of this when you're done. So I think it's a good opportunity for them to come in, be able to do the sport that they love to do, and kind of figure out what that next passion is. For so long in the club or when they were in high school, your identity is the gymnast.
Yeah.
And you kind of try to challenge them as they're transitioning from this teenage life to adult life of what is that next passion? What do you want to be able to go out and do in the world? And you just kind of try to help support them in that aspect. But they're pretty driven people. Like I don't necessarily have to kind of push them or prod them in that space. Maybe just opening up opportunities sometimes can be beneficial for them. We just did an event the other night where some women in our community came in and, I was talking to our athletes about like, this is an opportunity, not only for you to make connections for NIL purposes, but to open up doors and have communication with other executive women in our state and make connections so that you can kind of understand what that networking's like and hopefully open some doors when they're done with college.
Hey, you're shooting for a 3.5 and you finish with a 3.58. Can you talk about like the things that you do to help your athletes to balance the practices for gymnastics and going on the road for the meets and the home meets and everything that is involved with being an athlete, but then taking that student part of the student athlete a lot more serious? Like, how do you help them balance that?
Yeah, I mean, I think Nebraska, we have the most academic All-Americans in the country, something we tout a lot of in our recruiting process. I think it's a testament to our academic program that we have and the resources that we provide to our student athletes. So within our athletic department, we provide tutoring at no cost for our student athletes. We have writing resource officers. So clearly the freshmen have study hall. But as far as like majors and stuff like that go and just kind of supporting them in it, I know not every school does it this way, but at Nebraska, I don't necessarily limit the majors that they choose because I want them to find what that next passion is. So just providing them the opportunity to be able to do that. Some majors are a little bit more challenging to kind of work around from a practice standpoint. But I always just explain to them it's compromise, like I'm willing to compromise for you to be able to do this. But sometimes that means you might have to come in at 7 a.m. and do part of your practice. You may have to do part in the morning, come back and do part in the afternoon. And we just kind of work together in that communication. Of course, if they have something coming up like a big test or study sessions, or I just ask that they communicate with me and we'll kind of make modifications to their practice so they can be able to kind of come in and be able to do the things that they need to do and be successful. I think that's probably one of their strengths is just being able to balance all of that. Like I don't necessarily have to get on them about time management or what they're doing. They all have, calendars and they're all color coded and sometimes they'll bring them into my office and they're like, what's practice look like for the next month? So I think they're all really good at trying to balance that piece as well.
Type A personalities. You're
Yeah.
a great program.
I mean, I think it's just gymnastics in general. Like we're just bred to kind of try to work for that perfection. I think a lot of us, as we kind of leave gymnastics world and go into the real world, it is a balance of like, okay, what is perfection in real life look like? And where can I find my, my joy and my happiness and kind of living a balanced life. Like I always explain it. Well, maybe the listeners don't know, but I have kids of my own. And so it's like a balance effect of like, I don't like to mix the two because I feel like I fail at both. Right. So if my kids come into the gym, I can't focus on being a good mom. And then I also feel like I can't focus on being a great coach. So I like to be able to like compartmentalize and be able to, this is home life. This is work life. It gets kind of gray in the middle, but yeah, I mean, it's always a challenge to try to balance that. I think it's good for them to be able to see me kind of through my own struggles as well, because I want them to understand that, adulting is going to be a challenge and there's going to be ups and downs, and how we manage through that and we choose to respond to those things that happen to us are the things that we get to control. I just kind of gave a life lesson.
Boom.
I guess, right?
That's all it's done.
That's exactly what we need.
So what we took from there was, if you got a really good husband,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
I will speak to that. He does a lot. I know last week or 2 weeks ago when I was in here talking about Boone, the first text I got when I left was, "That's not funny."
I got the same thing too.
So anyways, he does do a lot. I will say that I think having that support system, I'm from here in Lincoln, so my parents and my sister are also here. My husband's parents are from right outside of Omaha. His sister still lives in Nebraska. And so just having that support system around you really does help, especially when you have young kids. Like when I would be on the road, my husband would work nights. So having people there to kind of support and help you be able to do what I love to do is really special to me as well. So thanks, Sean, for helping me out.
We do have a question from the text line. So Aaron wants to know, does Nebraska Gymnastics have rivalries? And also, how many scholarship athletes does gymnastics?
Yeah, great questions. Rivalries for sure exist. In my era, we were part of the Big 12, so those rivalries might look a little bit different. But definitely, any school or opponent within our Big 10 is a rival for us. Michigan's probably our most rivaled against as far as in our conference. As far as scholarships go, 12 fully funded Division I program has 12 full ride scholarships. We're a head count sport, so that means it's 100% or nothing. Some sports are what they call equivalency sports, so that means they can split up their scholarships, but not necessarily gymnastics. So 12 is what we have. So we have 10 additional student athletes that either have some form of academic aid or other financial support in that sense as well. So I'm sure they would love to get some NIL to help them support that piece.
Yeah, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
NIL. 1890.
Great representatives. So yeah, hook up with them.
Looking at you all.
So we had our very first snow squall yesterday.
I'd never heard of that. Have you?
It's a first. It's
Yeah.
a first. Has the weather played any havoc with your guys' practices or anything like that, or all good to go? Or
Yeah, randomly most of the storms have come on our off days. So it's we have had to change some of the times, like push it back a little bit later, but for the most part, they don't all live like really far off campus, so it hasn't been too bad. I think the biggest challenge was when we left for Utah. And when we came back, it was like negative whatever. And I was like, are their cars going to start? They've been sitting outside for, a couple nights without running. Again, my husband went down and scraped their windows.
John, he's such a good guy.
Look at that.
Quality husband right there.
Wow.
So they didn't have to stand outside doing that. And then he came down and kind of just make sure that their cars started up. So I think we only had one that maybe lost her keys in Utah.
Oh no.
But everybody else's car was able to start up and go. So yeah, it was a long travel day back. So I was glad that we were able to kind of get them back safely.
And we probably got to let you get going to practice. I know you start here at 10, but before you leave, my final question to you is, what's the score we're looking at this weekend?
Oh man. Well, I mean, I think I just want hit routines is my first piece.
Oh.
I think a 197 is something we're always kind of gearing for. I don't necessarily want to put that pressure on the athletes because they can't always control what the judges are going to give them.
Hit the routines,
right?
we'll score.
And I think that puts us in the best chance to be able to accomplish that. But I definitely think this team has the ability to do that. And I just want them to relax and have the fun, that there's a reason they do the sport, right? There's a purpose to something. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves what those goals are. And control our controllables. So, I mean, if we can go out and hit, we're hoping to have 28 routines. 24 will go up for competition, and then there's an exhibition on every event. So, 28 for 28 is our goal.
Nice.
And just be able to kind of hone in on some of those little details, stuck landings, cast to handstands,
Boom. So real quick, before we get out, Matt, the official chef of the drive,
yes,
has a question for you. Any advice on getting kids into a good program and what to look for? I have a daughter interested in getting involved in gymnastics, but that's a new world to me.
Yeah. That makes me very happy because I think, again, being a young athlete from here in Lincoln in general, I think, there's a lot of great programs around here in the city that I think offer an opportunity for the youth to kind of get involved and just try it out. I do always believe that the connection between the coach and the athlete as they kind of get a little bit older and trying some bigger skills will be a little bit more important. But when they're just starting out, just get them involved in a program that allows them an opportunity to kind of test it out. I think the big thing for gymnastics is they got to learn how to fall before they learn how to do the skill, and in a safe environment to do so. So I think there's quite a few. I know of at least 5 right off the top of my head here in Lincoln. So several more in Omaha. There's some in Grand Island, Norfolk. So plenty of spaces to be able to get your daughters involved in our sport. I think just having fun, in my opinion, gymnastics, whether they stick with it or not, is a great base for just about any sport. Coordination, strength, the ability to kind of learn how to kind of wait your turn,
Yeah, that's a big one.
the drive, stay focused on, kind of what you're working on, and just kind of body awareness when they're at a young age, I think is really important as well. So, look them up and, get your daughters involved in the sport. It helps us from a perspective of growth within the collegiate world as well, when you have more and more athletes kind of getting involved in your sport from an administrative level.
I know my daughter goes through the university, and we did it not specifically. She wanted to do it because some of her friends were doing it, but we also thought, hey, this might help you not be as clumsy and fall down all the time. So
you say that, but I think gymnasts are like sometimes the most clumsy people around. Like just the other day I was walking and I'm like, well, I can walk on a 4-inch balance beam, but I can't walk upstairs without tripping. So
I don't know. It's science. I don't understand.
I mean, because you end up like learning how to walk on a balance beam sometimes before you do some other things.
Yeah.
So I'm glad your daughter's enjoying it.
She loves it.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. Well, Heather, thank you so
Yeah,
much
I
for being
appreciate
here
you
today.
guys.
We appreciate you so much.
Absolutely.
Good luck on
Yes,
Saturday.
and go
Take
Big
care
Red.
of business.
Hope to see a big crowd out there. So thanks again.
All right. We'll throw it to break. Just the drive. 93.7. The Ticket.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
Nutrition Authority presents Activator. University studies have shown that Activator helps with building muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Activator is for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform their best. Activator can only be found in Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them? By their clothes, their age, the way they speak? Would you notice a 16-year-old boy who got his first job?
Not for extra spending money, but to help feed his little sisters?
Or a mother who's in between jobs and sometimes goes to bed hungry so her kids can have dinner? Or a 14-year-old girl who signs up to every after-school activity, not to make friends, but just to get something to eat? Or a retiree who fell ill and had to choose
between getting medicine or groceries.
I am the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew were hungry. I am hunger in America.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
John Henry's would like to remind you, if you haven't already, to unhook your outdoor hoses and check faucets for leaks so your pipes don't freeze. As the official plumber of the Huskers, you know who to call when a plumbing issue arises. From frozen pipes to clogged drains, we can help you protect your home this winter. Give John Henry's a call today to schedule at
45 55 55. John Henry's Plumbing.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
We wait all pro football season for the big game. But will you come out on top? Warhorse Festival of Games is putting you at the center of the action with 2 chances to win big. Earn entries for our $100,000 prop card challenge daily at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Enjoy slots, sports wagering, and horse racing. Then make your picks about the big game to be eligible to win. Qualifying entries will also be put in the running for your share of the $20,000 grand prize drawing. Increase your luck for the drawing by playing free online games on the Festival of Games website. Skip the trip to Vegas and get in on the big game right here at Lincoln's favorite place to play. And if that's not enough, our $1 Million Bracket Challenge for college basketball is coming soon. Full details are online at warhorsecasino.com. Warhorse Casino Lincoln, just minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Why not today? Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Big thank you to Coach Frank for coming in today and talking to us. Always great having her in studio. Saturday, 6:30. Get there. Bob Devaney Sports Center, Nebraska versus Illinois. I also got to let you know that this segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Boom. Got it. And then you said this earlier, Julian Sayin, quarterback.
Yep.
from Alabama.
Alabama's losing everything.
Going to the transfer portal.
The transfer portal and the coaching carousel are just a whirling dervish right now.
Wild. And
it's crazy because Kalen DeBoer leaves Washington, right? He takes his he takes offensive coordinator.
Offensive staff.
And was it his entire offensive staff? He didn't
Pretty
take
much.
his running backs coach.
A lot of
Alabama's running backs coach is still there. He took a lot of his offensive staff, right? So a lot of the offensive players are transferring. You know, the 4-star quarterback, 5-star quarterback, depending on where you look, that they had committed last season. I think he was a freshman this year, a redshirt freshman. He transfers to Alabama. Will Rogers hasn't made his decision, or is he going to Alabama? He entered the portal again. I know that.
I don't think he's decided
He
yet.
hasn't decided yet, but he entered the portal again, so he's not going to Washington. Alabama lost so many 5-stars yesterday. It was crazy. Caden Proctor, the starting left tackle, as a true freshman, first off, crazy. For Alabama, he was the one, if you remember, was committed to Iowa for a very long time, a 5-star out of Iowa, committed to Iowa, flipped to Alabama in the portal. Apparently, he is deciding between Georgia and somewhere else. I don't remember where the other school was. But people are pretty much saying he's going to go to Georgia. A lot of those Alabama players going to Georgia and Texas. A lot of those Alabama players are, but they lost 5-6 guys to the portal yesterday. And 2 of them ended up committing to Texas. 1 of them ended up committing to Georgia. A couple of defensive backs in the portal. Like, the way that the coaching carousel has gone has just made the transfer portal explode with extremely talented players. And if you're not looking in the portal at this moment, trying to get some of those players, I think you're doing a disservice to yourself, your coaching staff, and your program.
Correct.
Because those guys are extremely talented.
Yeah.
They're not in the portal because they're not going to play. They're in the portal because they wanted to play for Nick Saban.
Yep.
They wanted to play not just for Alabama, they wanted to play for Nick Saban. Now that Nick Saban is gone, a bunch of them are in the portal. They're going to try and find a new landing spot with a good coach. And as I said, a lot of them going with Nick Saban, former assistant coaches, Kirby Smart, Steve Sarkisian, Georgia and Texas. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some more of them end up with former Nick Saban coaches as well.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to see how that all plays out. And then going to your Polynesian Bowl,
yes,
which you do not like.
Don't. It's an all-star game. It's an all-star game.
But
I like what it does.
I think
it gets all of the best Polynesian players, and then it gets the other, for some of the positions that maybe aren't filled up by Polynesian players, they go out and they get some of the better high talent players in the United States or the mainland that aren't Polynesian. And it's great, but it's an all-star. It's another all-star game.
But I think if you are going to watch the game tonight, 8:00 NFL Network.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to watch the game, I really think when Dylan Raiola is in there, there's stuff that you can watch that I understand that the caliber of play is not up to the Division I level because, like you said, it's people coming in or freshmen going into college.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to be able to watch tonight the way he processes. I think you can watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it. Does he lock onto one receiver? Is the head moving around? Is it on a swivel?
Mm-hmm.
You can watch that. You can also watch the throws that he makes. I would assume that he'll throw anywhere from, I'm hoping 15 to 20 times tonight. So you're going to be able to see him throw the ball deep. You're going to be able to throw the ball short. You might even see a bubble screen. And where does he
place the ball?
Where is the ball placement at?
So is the receiver having to spin around, or is he able to just move forward?
So you're going to be able to watch some stuff tonight if you want to watch it for that, or you can just watch it for the pure enjoyment of it.
Just watch football. I never told anybody not to watch it. I just said that you're not going to learn anything.
But I think you can learn stuff. You can learn stuff from it.
You have made me change my mind a little bit. You can learn a little bit.
You can learn stuff. And I think you also have that same view of Carter Nelson.
I guess
you can watch the way he blocks, the way how the positions he's in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can learn some stuff from that also.
So let me
defend yourself.
Not defend myself. Let me fix what I said yesterday.
All right.
It's not that you're not going to learn anything. It's that you're not going to learn how these guys are going to exactly play when they get to college. Because again, they're playing against other freshmen, other soon-to-be freshmen. So you can't just watch what Dylan Raiola does and just say, oh, that's exactly how it's going to turn out in Nebraska. He threw for, 200 yards and the deep ball was beautiful. Like the deep ball can be beautiful, but it can also get picked off by a safety who's playing in his like 50th game because he's a red shirt and he has the COVID year and all. Like,
so what you're saying is
you can't just take what happens
We're not
here.
getting him the Heisman Trophy. We're not giving him the Heisman Trophy tonight.
You can't watch this game and just say, "Yep, that's an MVP" right away. All right, that's pretty much what I'm saying. You can learn.
Okay.
You can learn what they might do, what they might look like a little bit. You can see their
traits,
mechanics, and some of the traits that they have.
Yeah.
But
the way he processes, I think you'll be able to see how he processes a little bit.
You're not going to look at a defensive end in this game and watch him, a pass rusher, watch him, blow past a tackle and get to the quarterback and just say, yep, that's, pencil him in for 6 sacks next season. Like, no, that's also a freshman. He will not be facing a freshman unless he's like the best freshman, unless he's Caden Proctor.
Yep. And the game's on NFL Network tonight. NFL Network. Jeff from Farrell says he'll be watching with a full jug of Kool-Aid.
Of course, Jeff from Farrell. I'm surprised Jeff hasn't messaged me or texted me because when I was still doing Farrell's, that was during the height of the Dylan Raiola thing, and he ended up committing to Georgia. And I go back in for the workout, and Jeff's there, and I just go, all right, well, guess that's over with. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Nah. No, I think, but you are, if you're watching this game tonight, you'll be able to
watch
see
the game.
You're going to be able to see things.
It'll be fun.
I mean, it's not the full map. It's not everything, but you are going to be able to watch, just the way he throws digs, the way he throws, hopefully we'll get some slant and goals. We'll get some, just to see the way he throws the throwing tree will be interesting. And just the way he processes it. I'm hoping that he'll have some time back there just to watch him go to a first and second, maybe a third read. So I'm excited to watch it. It'll be really the first real time that Nebraska fans have that opportunity to watch him play live, because I don't think he ever played like on ESPN or anything like that when he was in high school. So other than watching huddle tape or going down and watching fire,
I'm sure that Buford was on ES at some point for one game, probably.
Yeah,
but I couldn't tell you
not
for
while
sure.
he was there though, because that would have been all the headlines and
people
LinkedIn.
would have freaked out about it.
And watching him, throw at the Friday Night Lights camps.
No, it wouldn't have been all the headlines because he was already committed to Georgia at that time. He went through his whole high school.
It would have been headlines. I never let him go. I would have made sure to let everybody know that the future Nebraska quarterback would be playing on ESPN.
Okay.
I never let him go.
Maybe you just weren't paying attention.
I was like Titanic. I never let him go.
Whatever, dude.
Never.
No, watch the game. It'll be interesting. I don't have NFL Network, so I probably won't watch it. But if I was watching it, I would want to see his short and intermediate accuracy. I want to see if he, if they give him the opportunity to float a pass over a linebacker and how tight the windows are that he's fitting the ball into. Because look, a lot of his huddle tape, we know the deep ball. We know he's got one of the best deep balls out of all of the high school quarterbacks coming in. Like that's a given. But I want to see if he can fit it in the windows. I want to see if he can, lead his receivers and allow them to keep running. Don't force them to stop. And like you said, the bubble screens, because look, for how much people hate bubble screens, they work if they're done correctly. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if he can. Let's see if he can lead his receiver in that, so they don't have to spin around. They don't have to stop running, and they can keep their momentum going forward. Just all of that. I want to see. If there is pressure, you want him to have time. I want to see him under pressure a couple of times to see, if he has the presence of mind to step up, get out of the pocket, roll out, see what he can do on the run. All of these things. There are things that you can look for and kind of get a little excited. But again, don't get too excited. Don't do that to yourself.
You sound like a scorned Nebraska fan over the last 20 years. Don't get excited. Don't do it.
I don't allow myself.
He's going to hurt you.
I don't allow myself to get excited until a week before the season. I will say that they're going to win 5 games until the week before the season, and then I'm at 12. All right. Well,
right.
I gotta work my way up to it. All right.
Because I'll go.
Let them get into practice first.
I'll go back 30 years, and when we heard Tommy Frazier was coming, we're winning a national championship. We're winning a national championship.
Just one.
And there was no like. Nobody was dampening the fires or anything. It was like, yeah, I think we're going to win a national championship. But no, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun to watch him play. I want to see his pocket presence. I want to see the way he throws the route tree, and I just want to see the way he hopefully he'll have some chance to where he'll get back there and read the defense a little bit, and you'll be able to watch that. Just watch his head. That's the key thing.
Maybe
if he locks onto one guy, that head will not move any. But if that head's moving a little bit, that means he's reading progressions. So,
also watch the feet.
Yep, watch the feet. But
maybe we get to see him run a little bit.
Ooh, speed option.
I don't know about a speed
Just
option.
joking, downtown Scott.
I don't know about
Just
a speed
joking.
option. Let's ask Bill about a speed option.
Goodbye, speed option.
That's simple about a speed option.
It'll be the pitch right away.
Here you go.
Yep. All right, we'll throw it to break. This is the Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
We wait all pro football season for the big game. But will you come out on top? Warhorse Festival of Games is putting you at the center of the action with 2 chances to win big. Earn entries for our $100,000 prop card challenge daily at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Enjoy slots, sports wagering, and horse racing. Then make your picks about the big game to be eligible to win. Qualifying entries will also be put in the running for your share of the $20,000 grand prize drawing. Increase your luck for the drawing by playing free online games on the Festival of Games website. Skip the trip to Vegas and get in on the big game right here at Lincoln's favorite place to play. And if that's not enough, our $1 million bracket challenge for college basketball is coming soon. Full details are online at warhorsecasino.com. Warhorse Casino Lincoln, just minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Why not today? Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Nutrition Authority presents Activator. University studies have shown that Activator helps with building muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Activator is for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform their best. Activator can only be found in Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
I used to be a weight guy. I used to love weight.
You ain't never been a weight guy. That's a lie.
Let me tell you something.
You've never been a weight guy.
I was in a 300-pound club
No,
in
sir.
high school.
Yes. No, sir. Are you kidding
Yes.
me? That 315 pounds would have sent him through the. It'd have been 6 feet under trying to figure out how to get up out that hole.
That's how
you ain't never been nowhere near that platform to get up there for lifter of the year.
I don't want to be lifter of the year. I
So
want to be
how
the player of the year. You want to be a lifter of the year when you want to be the player of the year. Nobody care about weights.
John Henry's would like to remind you, if you haven't already, to unhook your outdoor hoses and check faucets for leaks so your pipes don't freeze. As the official plumber of the Huskers, you know who to call when a plumbing issue arises. From frozen pipes to clogged drains, we can help you protect your home this winter. Give John Henry's a call today to schedule at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sand Hills Global. Sand Hills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom. I'll be at the Sand Hills Global Arena.
Event Center.
Event Summer.
Come on.
Event Center.
Event Summer.
Event Summer.
I
I miss summer.
Same. I need summer back.
Summer.
Expeditiously.
I was just thinking about it, though, yesterday. Less than a month ago, I was golfing. So it was nice out in
You were
December.
golfing? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't get we got a little bit of snow in December.
I had to
we got
walk.
snow like a little bit before Christmas, so it was kind
Yeah.
of a white Christmas.
I think I golfed on like December
Well, I was up
17th.
north, so we actually got a lot of snow.
December 17th, I think I golfed on. So
Wow.
less than a month ago. Or right at a month
No,
ago.
a month and
1 day, 2 days.
2 days.
Maybe it's December 19th. I don't know.
It was middle of December. You were
And
golfing.
then I saw a post last year. I was golfing on this day yesterday.
Global warming.
Man, I'm so upset about this no Facebook birthdays thing.
It's just throwing you off, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there not getting birthday wishes from me, and they probably think I don't like them, but I do like you.
Tragic.
You're all my friends.
Except he doesn't know your birthday unless Facebook reminds him.
Exactly.
Don't worry. Same.
Kind of like a phone number. Used to know everybody's phone number by heart.
Yep. Back in the day,
Now no.
just had everything. Had the phone, home phone,
Yeah.
mom's phone, grandma's phone, grandpa,
Memorized.
aunt, friends, sister, brothers. And now it's like, I remember my wife's phone number.
I still remember my friends' phone numbers from when I was a kid.
Sometimes I'll remember like random numbers in whatever order. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a phone number. I
Yeah.
don't know what
My
number.
buddy Brad, I remember their number, their house phone number.
My old phone number I had for the longest time in my head, and I would get it confused with my new phone. And I'd be like, oh yeah, this is my, and like, nope, that's not it.
No.
It happens.
Crazy.
It'd be like that sometimes, Raff. But
Years fly by.
you know how else it'd be?
Make it better.
It'd be like this.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
Terrell Farley's favorite song. He loves it. Look at that guy. He's nodding his head in approval. He's like, that's a beautiful song. He's like, Raff, you can sing with me anytime.
Anytime.
All right, everyone. Today's Raff's Good Take is a nomination. It comes in from our man, Pete Ferguson, the cowboy. It goes out to Sam Stetcher. Sam continues to empower and inspire with his Monday mission. He continually signal boosts, promoting others over himself, which is rare, but does not go unnoticed. Thanks, Sam, for providing missions that elevate people's lives. Sam is super cool. If you have a chance, follow him. I think he's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Sam Stetcher, Stecher. He does the Monday motivation, get you fired up. We had him as a guest. God, it's almost been about a year ago. We need to get him back in here. But just amazing guy, doing amazing things for the community. I see that he's spoken with DP a couple times. I think it's for the city of Lincoln or something like that they do. But Sam's super cool. And yeah, that is a Raff's Good Take for all the great stuff he does.
RGT.
Beautiful, all right,
Clark.
We've done it again. Another show in the
We
books.
got through it.
You got Nebraska basketball. You got Nebraska gymnastics.
Two.
You've got it all. You've got You got the Polynesian Bowl.
3.
8 o'clock. Polynesian Bowl.
We got NFL playoffs this weekend.
NFL playoffs. Man, we didn't even cover the playoffs. But
We
we
did
did that yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
All
So,
kinds of fun things going on.
it's all
Although
right,
there's
everyone.
no dunk contest anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of
Sad.
dunk. No good dunk contest.
Carter Nelson was in town. He would have won.
Probably. They probably heard dunk contest and the coaching staff's like, no.
Yeah, probably.
Eh.
They were like, hard pass.
I can see it now. 360 dunk.
Don't even say
Yeah.
it. Don't put that out in the wilderness.
And
Don't.
if there's a football player with a 360 dunk, I think maybe they need to go out and
10
play on the
seconds.
basketball team. All right. Everyone, be nice to each other. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Bye-bye.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
John Henry's would like to remind you, if you haven't already, to unhook your outdoor hoses and check faucets for leaks so your pipes don't freeze. As the official plumber of the Huskers, you know who to call when a plumbing issue arises. From frozen pipes to clogged drains, we can help you protect your home this winter. Give
John Henry's
a call today to schedule at
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net.